You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with your weekend forecast. And Chesley, things are looking great.
Absolutely. Plenty of sunshine around the forecast area on my piece of Earth on this Earth Day. We'll have that sunshine around all weekend long, as you just mentioned. Heading to the bus stop this morning, temperatures on the mild side. We're in the 50s. We'll be right around 55 degrees here in the city. 74 degrees will be our temperature by noon, on our way to 81 for an afternoon high. Got a little southeast breeze at about 7 miles per hour. A few high thin clouds may move through, but not going to take away too much from our sunshine. Get out there, take advantage of this one. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Weekend looks nice as well. We'll talk more about that in the full forecast coming up. Cheryl?
All right, Chesley, investigators will have a busy morning as we're staying on top of breaking news in a deadly plane crash. No survivors in this one. Our crews have been on that scene ever since the plane went down and exploded on impact. It just missed the General Mills plant in Covington. The plane crashed in the parking lot. Molly Oak is there right now. Molly, what can you tell us?
Well, Cheryl, police did not say how many people were on board the plane, but did say at least 2 people died. We want to get straight to video from the scene last night. Police say the plane went down yesterday around 6:45. We're told the plane was traveling from the Covington airport before it crashed into what looked like some tractor trailers. Police say witnesses saw the plane veer right and then come straight down. Police say the crash happened about 300 yards from the General Mills plant here in Covington.
There were no injuries from anyone here on the ground, but obviously this is a devastating crash and there are no survivors.
The NTSB and FAA are investigating, Cheryl, and of course we'll bring you more information as we learn more today.
All right, we expect to hear more about the victims today, Molly. Thank you. In just a few hours, an alleged gang member accused of shooting an Atlanta police officer will be back in court, but it's going to be for a different case. The DA says this is a man who needs to stay in jail because he's so dangerous. So we checked this morning, and jail records show Christian Eppinger is still behind bars in Fulton County. He's accused of shooting an officer 6 times. After Fulton's district attorney asked his bond be taken away, a judge raised it to $2 million. The officer survived, but the DA is pushing for Eppinger to serve life in prison for his long list of past offenses. An Atlanta City Council member wants police officers assigned to parks to help keep you safer. The city has added new cameras to Piedmont Park. That push came after Katie Jonas was brutally stabbed to death along with her dog near the 10th Street entrance. Councilmember Michael Julian Bond says he's pushing for the same amount of security at all parks.
Well, hopefully it will reach a point where all of our parks, and we have over almost 300 parks in Atlanta, will have cameras and we'll have some level of routine patrolling.
So as of now, there are just 20 parks on the list, but he hopes that grows. The city is looking to install cameras within the next 6 months if the funding is approved. This is Atlanta Falcons player Grady Jarrett. He's wearing a $7,000 suit from Gucci in this picture. It's what he had on when he says he was turned away from a Buckhead restaurant on Wednesday night for violating dress code. La Bille Bouquet's dress code says no athletic attire, but Jarrett says he was not dressed to work out.
For my suit to be classified as athletic wear under their discretion, I just didn't think that was really fitting or correct.
This isn't the first time that same restaurant has come under fire. A year ago, Atlanta Hawks Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins said he was also asked to leave for his attire, although he believes that incident was based on his race. The restaurant says the dress code has nothing to do with race and has actually gotten more lax since that incident. Consider this, a raise of more than 10%. It could be coming to employees at Cobb County Schools. The district says it would be a historic raise. We got a notice from the district late last night that the superintendent is proposing an 8.5% to 13% raise for all employees considered non-temporary. The school board will have to approve it. In a matter of days, Hall County is going to shut down its emergency rental assistance portal. The program launched last April, gave almost $12.5 million to help people out paying their rent and their utilities. If you still need some help covering your rent, the state does still have a rental assistance program that might be able to help you out. More than 630,000 air fryers are under recall today. There are reports that they can catch on fire. This recall involves Insignia brand digital and analog air fryers and digital air fryer ovens. If you bought one through Best Buy between November 2018 and February of this year, you can return it for a refund as a store credit.
Because we have so many other issues in our community, so this just seems like a little thing. But it's not. It's not.
It is dangerous. It's invisible in the soil and can have serious effects on young children. And that's why advocates and researchers are trying to help families find potential lead poisoning before it's too late. This weekend, doctors and experts are going to be on the Westside to help. Over the course of the past years, the EPA has sampled at least 960 properties, determining at least 390 of them need cleanup. Just last month, the EPA added the areas essentially making up Vine City and English Avenue neighborhoods to the Superfund National Priorities list. That means they are at high risk.
I had no clue that there was an issue with the lead in the soil. And, that really worries me because I do have the kids out,
Here is why lead poisoning can be so dangerous. It can lead to brain and nervous system damage, behavioral problems, slowed or stunted growth, delayed or slow learning and development. And most children don't show any symptoms of it. A blood test is the only way to know if your child is impacted. The EPA plus a doctor will be on site Saturday to advise families. Emory researchers will also do a follow-up study for those interested in being a part of it. We've got everything you need to know about this free event on 11alive.com. Time now is 6:56. Let's take a look at some of the other things you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene will be in an Atlanta courtroom today. There will be a hearing that could impact her chance to run for re-election. Several voters have filed claims saying she should not be allowed to be on the ballot because she aided and engaged in the deadly attack at the U.S. Capitol. Get ready for detours and delays on Georgia 400. Starting tonight, the northbound lanes of Georgia 400 will be closed from the I-285 eastbound on-ramp to Hammond Drive. And that's from midnight to 7 a.m. Saturday and from midnight to 8 a.m. Sunday. GDOT is closing it to demolish the old I-285 westbound bridge. Don't worry, Crash has all the detours you need laid out for you on 11alive.com. And in just a few hours, the state's largest school district will receive $770,000. Georgia Congresswoman Carolyn Bourdeaux will present the federal grant to Gwinnett County Schools. It'll be used for the district's Building Babies' Brains. It helps kids get ready for kindergarten. Later this morning, President Biden will address the nation about Earth Day and talk about his agenda to tackle the climate crisis. And starting at 9 this morning, 11 Alive is teaming up with Georgia Natural Gas and some others for electronics recycling event outside of Lenox Square. So bring your unwanted electronics to recycle. We'll be there from 9 until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Chesley?
All right, let's eat lunch outside this afternoon. It's going to be nice, 74 degrees, mostly sunny skies, a little southeast breeze, about 5 miles per hour. Kids get out of school, they're going to be ready to play. Look at that, 81 degrees. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Those southeast winds will get up to about 7 miles per hour. 6 o'clock heading down to Truist. You'll be looking at temperatures right around 79 degrees by 6 o'clock with mostly sunny skies.
Chesley, you believe. You believe. And you're no longer allergic to red.
Well, I got it under the suit, so it's not touching the skin.
Oh, Hawks game 3. Come on, their first win against Miami could happen tonight. Have a great day.
Better.